Episode 3, The Culling Bell. As told by those who have heard it, and those who run from sleep. There is a sound that does not belong in this world. It is not thunder. It is not wind. It is not the howl of wolves, nor the cries of the dying. It is a bell, and it rings only in dreams. They call it the Culling Bell. The old cultists say it tolls only when the dream weaver is truly near, when it is not merely watching, but crossing. When the veil thins, and sleep begins to rot. When the threads between mind and nightmare start to tangle, then, and only then, the bell begins to ring. It starts faint, always distant, like something heard through thick fog, a hollow, metallic tone, dragging across the ribs of the soul. It never chimes with rhythm. It sways like a pendulum guided by a dying breath. If you hear the bell in your dream, it's already too late. Because once you've heard it there, you will begin to hear it here. Not loud, never loud, that's the worst part. It's quiet, far off, like it's coming from just beyond the walls, just beyond your thoughts. Some try to ignore it, pretend they're imagining things. They hum when it starts, leave on the television, fill their ears with music. It doesn't help. The bell gets closer. Not every night, not even every week, but slowly, over time, the tone begins to sharpen. The pause between tolls grows shorter. You begin to hear it while awake, but only when you're alone. Only when you're still, only when your thoughts start to wander. Then come the dreams again, but they're no longer yours. You find yourself back in places you don't remember visiting. An orchard where the trees bleed ink. A house with all the furniture nailed to the ceiling. A funeral held in reverse. Faces of people you've never met, all speaking in your voice. And through it all, the bell tolls. It rings, and the dream shifts. The sky darkens. The ground breathes. The dream weaver is near. You never see it, not fully. Just shadows in the dark. Fingers like roots. The vague impression of an eye seeing too much. It does not chase, it summons. This is the culling. No one knows what happens if the bell catches you. Not truly. Some say you stop dreaming altogether, your mind left behind in the last nightmare it reached. Others say you fall asleep forever, or that you awaken, changed. There are those who go mad trying to stay awake. They chain themselves to light. They scream at their own reflections. Some begin to hum the bell's tone through clenched teeth, unconsciously echoing it back, as if rehearsing for something. The Insomnicult keeps no records of the bell's origin. They claim it predates the weaver, that it was carved from the spine of the first dreamer who ever lived. That its toll is not sound at all, but judgment. There are rituals to delay it. Some smear ash around their beds. Others sleep in graveyards, hoping proximity to the dead will confuse it. A few even perform offerings, believing if they gain the weaver's favor, it may spare them. But none of it stops the bell, because once it begins to ring, you have already been chosen. And the dream weaver does not unchoose.